Hello folks, just want to do an update video. Some of you may have noticed I'm uploading less than I normally do. The reason for that is about 3 weeks ago, I just started a new job. The good news is that I actually like this job. I hated my old job, but I really like this new one. So, and you know, not going to get into boring details, but I think there's a lot more room for me to grow on that side of things, or more places for me to go with this new job. So that's cool. And no, I'm not gonna tell you where I work. It's not a big deal. I'm not like it's not like super interesting or anything, but you know how it is with the internet anyway. But yes. Anyway, new job on the technical end, networking stuff, blah blah blah. If you care to know, you can ask in the comments, but probably most people don't care. Or you can ask me on Twitter. Anyway, so the bad news now. The bad news is that it is in Atlanta, and I do not live that close to Atlanta. On average, it takes me about an hour and 10 minutes just to get into work every day. So, and roughly that much coming home as well. So needless to say, that really, really eats into my time to do anything, which includes recording videos and testing games for Let's Tries and things like that. So that's why you're seeing less videos come out for me lately. Just to kind of give you an idea of my schedule now. I wake up at about 6:30 in the morning, which is horrifically early for me. I am not a morning person at all. But I wake up around 6:30 in the morning, get to work at 9, and I usually get home around 7:30-ish, give or take, 7:30, somewhere in there. And of course, grab something to eat, blah blah blah. Usually by the time I'm actually ready to sit down and start recording, it's at least 8:30 to 9. Well, about 8 o'clock, give or take again. And if I want to get 8 hours of sleep, I need to go to bed by 10:30, which with me, that almost never happens anyway. I usually don't. So I end up usually going to bed at like midnight or 12:30 at night and getting like 5 hours of sleep, which is not very good. And I really can't keep it up for long stretches. But long story short, that kind of highlights how little time I had to record now. On the weekends, usually the girlfriend comes over. I don't really like to record when she's here just because it's kind of weird, honestly. I might start doing it anyway because it needs to be done. And then Sunday is really my best time to record. I pretty much have all day Sunday to do my recordings. Now, I still the end game goal is still to do the channel full stop. So I definitely have absolutely no intentions of stopping focus on the channel. It'll just be I'll have to manage my time better. And currently, I don't plan to have any more or less than 2 Let's Plays running at once. Now, it might happen that I have more than 2, but that's the plan, is to stick around 2. Because if I force myself to try to stay around that, I won't overcommit. Because once I start a Let's Play, I really hate to have days missing. Because I feel like people who are actually interested in that video might be disappointed that I'm not doing it every day like I'm supposed to. So I try to do it every single day. So I think 2 series going at a time is probably best. But that's the current plan. Of course, Let's Tries. I keep trying to decide, I should set a limit for myself. Like, okay, I need to do at least 2 or 3 Let's Tries per week. But I've not been doing a good job even keeping an ambiguous number up. It's not even been on average 1 a week. It's like 0.7 a week. So I'm going to try to do a lot more of those. Well, not a lot more, but more of those. And as far as Let's Tries go, coming up, if you are interested, we have a Folk Tale, which is like a kind of a city builder type thing. Sort of kind of like Banished, but more like Settlers, if you played that one. I don't find it as good as Settlers, but it is still like an alpha, so, you got to give it some time. Also, I will be doing a game that a lot of you probably haven't heard of. It's called Magnetic Cage Closed. I think it's a terrible name, but I've been enjoying the game so far. I'll probably do that one in the coming week or weeks. And lastly, this one I am quite excited about. I got a press pass for Cities Skylines. If you're not familiar, City Skylines is by the people Well, it's published by the folks who do like Crusader Kings. So I'm really interested in this. It's not developed by them. It's developed by someone else. But anyway, I haven't started playing it yet, so I'm really I'm hoping to get some time in to play it. So you can expect to see a Let's Try for City Skylines in the coming week or so, given how long it takes me to kind of learn the ropes. As far as new Let's Plays, by the time you see this, Grim Fandango will have ended. It was a pretty short Let's Play, which I knew it would be, which is one of the reasons I went ahead and picked it up and did it. So that means I want to start a new one. And you've probably already figured it out already, but the new Let's Play will be Shovel Knights. The platformer that was a Kickstarter is the 8-bit graphics, which I normally don't like, and it's a platformer, which I'm normally not crazy about. But I've heard a lot of good things, and I've only played the first stage so far, but I'm actually quite enjoying it. The music's good, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, you'll get my impressions when you watch the video, because I know you totally will, because I know you watch everything I ever do. Anyway, Shovel Knight's relatively short. I've heard it's around 8-ish hours, so it probably will take me 10, because I take longer to beat everything. After Shovel Knight, the plan at least is to do Styx on Goblin difficulty. That one I'm really unsure of. Not the game itself. Doing it on Goblin difficulty, it could make it drag out quite a bit. We'll see how that goes, but that's the current plan at least. Now, this month, and also if you haven't figured out yet, and I think I mentioned this a few times, what I'm trying to do right now, you might have noticed a lot of the games that I'm playing this year have been games from last year. I missed so many great games from last year that I wanted to go back and play the ones that people were talking about. On the list, I have Wolf Among Us, Walking Dead Season 2, which, what's that last? I don't even know. Transistor, Styx, which I've talked about, Child of Light, and Legend of Korra, and eventually Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm kind of putting that one off because that one's going to be really long. I know that. I'll probably do that last out of the list of games that I missed from 2014. So I want to go back and do all those at the first half of this year, get those knocked out. This month, however, another game is coming out that you're probably all very familiar with, which is probably going to take a lot of time to go through. That game is Bloodborne. Now, the problem with Bloodborne is it's PS4 only. And I have a PS4, but I don't have a capture card. What I might do, because I feel that I should, is that because I've raised enough with Patreon, I will probably use, like, quote-unquote, that money to buy myself a capture card. We'll see. I think there's would probably be enough interest in it. I guess you guys would probably want to watch that. I mean, to be fair, my Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2 and Lords of the Fallen LPs weren't that popular. But, you know, I don't know. Let me go what you guys think. Regardless, I want to play it. Like, I really want to play it, and I really want to I want to play it when it first comes out. So, regardless, I'm going to play it. But if I'm recording it, I'll probably play it more, because when I'm not going to get into boring details. I'm already rambling far too long. But long story short, I don't like to play games that I'm not recording. Usually, I say that, and I've got a bajillion hours in Heroes of the Storm. But, you know, I want to record it, and I think it's about time to get a recorder. Because, again, you know, the folks on Patreon have definitely put forth enough, without question, for me to get one. And I think that would be the right thing to do, because that's money that should be going to improve the channel. So that would be a way to improve the channel. It would also increase my realistic backlog of games that I want to do for the channel, but that's neither here nor there. So yes, plan for this month will be wrapping up Grim Fandango, hopefully wrapping up Citizens of Earth. I like that game, but it's getting a little long in the tooth, partially just because travel is such a pain in the arse. So I'm kind of trying to blow through it a little bit faster now. I still plan on doing all the side missions. I don't know if that plan is going to stay in effect. Like I said, I'm still enjoying the game, but I'm kind of feeling like I'm ready for it to end. You know what I'm talking about. Like, you're enjoying it, but you're ready for it to stop. But at any rate, Shovel Knight, I would like to beat that this month. Maybe not have it totally uploaded this month, but have it beat. Maybe start on Styx. Depending on the timing, I might just wait on that and do Bloodborne instead, because Bloodborne is going to be a long series. If it's anything like Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2, it will be at least like 130 plus 20-minute videos. So yeah, long series. So for those of you who like that kind of thing, rejoice. And for those who don't, well, hopefully I have some other stuff that will be interesting for you. But anyway, I have rambled for far too long. I'm sorry, I'm just tired, so I'm just kind of going on and on. And you know me, I just like to ramble and blab. But anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate you for continuing to watch. I do very sincerely mean that. Looking forward to seeing where this channel goes this year. I would like to break 50,000 subscribers. I've only got to, you know, increase my subscriber count by an order of magnitude. That's fine. It's no big deal, right? Just 10 times what it is now? No problem. Anyway, let me know in the comments below. Comment on anything. I don't care. Well, something related to the channel. And you know, how about that left shark? Yeah, no, I mean, let's not do that. Oh, God, that left shark thing. Anyway, yeah, just leave comments. Let me know what you're thinking overall. Obviously, you can always tweet me on Twitter. Don't feel hesitant. Just shoot me a message and say, hey, whatever. And, you know, I'll get back to you eventually. I might not respond quickly, especially with work. I can't check Twitter as much. I don't feel comfortable enough to be checking Twitter all day at work. But anyway, thank you guys. Oh, and also, I guess one final positive note, which I think this has been a mostly positive video. One positive thing about the job that I have is once I feel comfortable with it, or more importantly, once my boss feels that I am comfortable in the job, I can go for a later schedule. And the person right now who has the 11 a.m. to, I think it's like 8 p.m. or something like that schedule, he's desperately wanting off of it. So if I can get that later schedule, that means less traffic, which means more recording time. So anyway, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.